1466, 1466. Shot the chronograph. Last one was 1448, 1497, 1497. So with 14 grains of H110 and small pistol primers and a 100 grain spear plinker, we're getting 1500 feet a second. 1555, 1555, 1555 again, 1534, all right, with the 100 grain and H110, we got a increase of about 30 to 50 feet per second with small magnum primers. All right, this is going to be the 110 grain hollow point over 13.5 grains of H110 with a normal small pistol primer. No read. 1526. 1522. 1520. 1486 is the last one, but it's kind of sprinkling out here, so I'm getting a little bit of inconsistency, but right around 1510 feet per second average. Now let's see with the magnum primers. 1541 and a fail to feed. 1512, 1531, 1531, 1550, 1545, 1562, 1561. All right, for the next load, it's going to be accurate number 9, same bullet weight, but it's going to be 15 grains of accurate number 9 with the 100 grains plinker and 15 grains of, or 14.5 grains of accurate number 9 with the 110 grain hollow point. Only difference is small pistol primers, small magnum primers. So let's see what it does. All right, 15 grains of accurate number 9 with a 100 grain plinker. 1562. Hold on. Not getting a clear read. One sec. No read. All right, let's hope the gun doesn't blow up. This is going to be the same load that just did 1720 foot per second average with a 100 grain, but with a magnum primer. 1750, 1752, 1783. For anybody who doesn't believe my velocities, 1783. Now, it's hard with the rain. It makes it not read very well. 1742. 1749. 1743. That's right, people. A Tokarev with 100 grain loads going over 1700 feet a second. All right, this is the scary one. This is going to be 14.5 grains of accurate number 9 under a 110 grain spear varmint grenade hollow point. 1654. 1649. 1700 feet per second with a 110 grain hollow point. Got us an error. Safety on. 1675. 1698. All right, this is going to be an extreme overpressure, but well within the limits of the gun. This is going to be 14.5 grains of accurate number 9 under a 110 grain spear varmint grenade semi-jacketed hollow point with a small magnum primer. So I'm expecting to see about 50 foot per second higher velocities here if the gun doesn't blow up. Ooh, that was hot. 1731. All right, one sec. Got to restart it. But that's 110 grain out of a Tokarev. No read. 1692. All right, I loaded up 3 more with the small magnum primers to try and get an average. Let's see what we get here. 1678. 1699. 1698. For anybody who doesn't believe how these guns sling brass, I have an upgraded recoil spring, and I was shooting from over there, and that brass made it 35 feet over here. All right, got a new winner for distance. That is 40 feet. All right, here's the spent casings. No signs of overpressure, no case head separation, no firing pin swipes, no bulging primers on any of these, including the small magnum primers. So no signs of overpressure. I will do some measurements to see what the stretch is, but otherwise I think that we are within limits for this cartridge. New record holder, 42 feet. Okay, I managed to recover all of my casings, which is a miracle considering some of them were over 40 feet away, but I am going to have full transparency. I had 3 rounds that lost the primer. However, when I was loading these, I made a mental note that I had 3 primers that were kind of loosey-goosey. So I'm pretty sure these are those 3, and the primer pocket was just out of spec. I am going to back that charge off about 0.3 to 0.4 grains. Probably keep it at 14.5 to 14.7 grains for the foreseeable future on the magnum primered loads, which should give me an average of about 1,700 foot a second, because with the 14.5 grain of accurate number 9 with a small magnum primer, I averaged 1,734 feet a second.